ACIM Insights, Lesson 354. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. I've been playing a role of being in a body and making decisions on my own. I have gotten used to this role, so that I have thought that this is what I am. I am now learning to step back from that role and see that this is not me. I have been merely acting in a play where separate bodies interact and each one makes decisions on his own. My practice now is to recognize that the play is just a dream and is not true. None of the actors are the individual selves they portray. They are really the Christ, like me. In reality, our true identity lies in the one Christ mind, where we are one. And the Christ is the extension of our Father. My practice today is to reinforce that there is no separation. There is only oneness in the mind of Christ, which is in that mind of God. My peace lies in remembering this truth. My peace lies in accepting my true role as God created me. I can act another part, but that is not who I am. Today it is my practice to accept myself as God created me. Here the Christ is equated with God's Son as He created Him. Thus Christ represents the holy, innocent, sinless extension of love. The Christ is also equated with our self. It is the self that shares its purpose with its Creator. In fact, it shares all that is with all. God is in the Christ. Christ is in me. And so God must be in me. That is the truth for all of us. No one is left out of Christ, and no one is without Christ in him. Thus, no one is without love in him. In this world, it seems to be the opposite. Everyone experiences fear and guilt. Everywhere we look, fear is being acted out in one form or another. Guilt is being assigned to everyone in one way or another. The president proclaims that Saddam Hussein must pay the ultimate price for what he has done. What is this but an expression of fear and guilt? When we perceive ourselves and everyone as alone and acting on their own, fear is inevitable. We protect ourselves by judgment and condemnation. When we refuse to talk to someone because of what we believe they have done to us, it is the same as calling for Saddam to pay the ultimate price. Both cases reflect the belief that we are separate and that harm is possible, and that harm is possible because separation is real. Love does not condemn. Love cannot isolate. For what is one with all cannot conceive of isolation. To know the Christ in us, we must let go of judgment. Christ, being love, does not judge. It sees only itself in everything it looks upon. To know the Christ in us, we must do the same. Thus we come back to the one means that will reveal the vision of Christ to us again. We must forgive. We cannot look to the world for the means to forgive, for the world was made to show us cause for condemnation. Instead, we must turn to the Holy Spirit in our minds, who gently and patiently guides our thoughts and leads us to recognize that forms are illusion and cannot change the truth. He guides us to see the truth of love that unifies us all in one. He guides us to see that there is no value in specialness and uniqueness, only pain. He helps us to see that what we thought happened in this world of illusions never really occurred. Thus we are able to forgive, for we recognize there really is nothing to forgive. The veil of judgment fades away, and we see the love in our brother that unites us with our Creator. Fear disappears, and the joy of reunion with ourself sings through our being, and we give thanks.